Hi guys, it's been a couple of weeks now since I put up the video called What an Amazing Week, which that week was. It hasn't been so great since then. I've been travelling, I've been in Hong Kong and China for business, and so behind the Iron Curtain there, YouTube's not so flash. But I'll just wind back a bit. So 2 weeks ago, I felt I didn't have a bad week. Exercise was good. I did the training I wanted to do. I thought I ate fairly well. I really didn't change anything, and I put on tick over half a kilo in weight, which is frustrating, but over the journey, my weight loss, has often done that. I'll hit a set point where I'll sit there for a couple of weeks and then I'll dump a heap of weight again. I wouldn't have thought that would happen so quickly, and maybe that's not it. I mean, I maybe started eating a little bit more. I know I was hungry a lot, but but really there was no difference between the week before where I dropped 2 kilos in a week to the following week when I put on half a kilo. So I didn't find that incredibly unmotivating, but where it was problematical was I was hoping to drop a little bit more weight, knowing I was going away. These trips away with the people I'm away with, they tend to play up a bit. So I wanted to have a bit more up my sleeve, I guess, because I figured I was going to put weight on a bit while I was away. So went away for the week, the first 4 days in Hong Kong. Played up a bit, ate bad, drank too much. Went to China, was a bit better, but still, I'm out of my routine. Buffet breakfasts, suppliers take you out to lunch. It's really hard to stick to any regular eating regimen. So, but the wash up, I did my best, and look, even in Hong Kong. Like the first 3 days I was there, I did 20,000 plus steps walking around a lighting fair. But the wash up is, the morning I left, I was 132.9 kilos, and I came back and I was 135.3. So what's that, 2.4 kilos put on in a week, which, cancels out where I was ahead, and according to the schedule that I want to be losing weight at, I'm now 2 kilos behind. And historically this has been dangerous territory for me, and this to a large extent explains the rationale for doing these video blogs. I was very aware when I got back that I owed one, that I was going to do one, and at the moment, bugger all people are watching. The last one got 6 views, all up, there's been about a dozen views across the 3 posts I've done, but I feel I need to put another one up, and I feel as long as I keep putting one up, as long as I keep putting them up, I'll keep trying, because, I just feel more accountable even to, something like this vlog than sometimes I do to myself. So anyone that is watching, I'd love for you to subscribe. If nothing else, for the reason that if you notice that, hey, Cameron hasn't put anything up for a couple of weeks, shoot a comment or something and say, hey, what's going on? because there's going to be periods over the journey, and remembering where the end goal is, which is in another 214 weeks. There's going to be ups and downs, and there's going to be times when I'm hurt, and there's going to be times when things aren't going my way, and there's going to be times when emotionally I'm not on the ball, and I could easily drop my bundle. I just hope that by doing this and by keeping a log of it, and even being able to go back and review it myself, or even by over time having more people that I feel are watching my journey, I'll be accountable to it, and I don't want to give up. I want to get there. I'm sick of being, fat and overweight and unhealthy. It's just little things, on the plane, flying over, the seat's not comfortable, getting in and out of the seat to go to the toilet, trying to plug the headphones into the speaker jack, when you can hardly, when your ass covers the whole seat and you're jammed up against it. There's all these little things, like the Chinese always want to take a photo with you at reception, and you're standing next to these tiny people and you just look like a complete behemoth. There's so many motivations for wanting to do this, guys. So many. But, I know I feel a hell of a lot better at 130 kilos than 136 kilos, and you can get there and go, hey, I feel good. I've done enough for now. But I know damn well at 120 kilos, I feel a lot better again. Not just physically, but mentally and in my own skin. And 110 kilos, where I haven't been for a long, long time, it's better again. And then to feel like somewhat of a normal person exercising, when I get down at under 100 kilos, that's worth fighting for. That's worth digging in, and that's what this is about. That is what this is about. So thanks for listening, anyone that's listening. Hopefully got a better result to report and start to make up some of the lost ground over the next week, because effectively, I'm trying to lose 0.5% of my body weight every week, which should be pretty easy at 130 kilos. But now I'm 2 kilos behind, so I've got to do a bit of catching up. Hopefully we'll have a chat next weekend, and things are moving in the right direction. All right, thanks for listening, guys. Really appreciate it.